Hi everyone, it's been a very long time and I do have some explaining to do. I'm very sorry that I haven't kept up with my plan with me's and the other kind of like explanatory videos, but I do have several big life updates that will kind of explain why I've been gone and hopefully mean for like a more exciting content in the future. Well, I guess I'll just start with the first one. I literally did a tiny little write-up of what I'm doing for this video, but first of all, I moved to New York City. I am like right in Manhattan. So yeah, along with moving to New York City, I got a job. My husband's going to NYU, so there's a lot of big changes that are happening because I've never lived away from my parents. Except I did go to boarding school in high school. That's a story for another day, but I've never really lived like fully independently. And I'm very glad, obviously, I have my husband and I have my dog, Mika, who's just gonna be looking out at the road. But yeah, I moved to New York City and it's really exciting. We are a little bit broke right now though, so I haven't really been able to experience everything. Although I imagine I'll be making some videos in the future on how to really take advantage of living cheaply in New York City, because I actually learned through the New York City Library, which already by itself has a huge audiobook collection and obviously book collection. You can also get a lot of free stuff if you're a New York resident, so I might make a video about that because that seems pretty cool. But going more towards what's like the root of my channel, which is planning, time management, budgeting, that's going to be very important coming up as I figure out my budget more now that I've lived here for about a month. So yes, I moved to New York City and hopefully more exciting content will be coming out soon about that, and also just living on your own, which I know like many of my audience already does, but being able to manage a good work-life balance and keep up with everything you have to do while living on your own. So basically I'm making this video to let everyone know that I am settled back in and I'm ready to start making my videos again, and I'm really excited about what they will be. But without further ado, here is my late plan with me for mid-July. I guess half the month. I will be honest, I haven't kept up with my Hobonichi in a while, so it's more of a revisiting, a refresh, and planning for all the changes that are going to come along with the big life change that I've had. So yeah, let me know what you think. So before I get started on going into my Hobonichi Cousin, which is like my personal Hobonichi, I want to give a quick update on the Hobonichi Techo that I got for work. And I mean, at the time when I got it, I didn't have a job yet, and excuse me for the sounds, that's what happens when you move to the city. I didn't have a job yet, but I was still looking for one and in an internship. But I'm just gonna go ahead and give like a quick little update to how it's been going. So I said in my introduction that I haven't been keeping up with my Hobonichi Cousin like pretty much at all, but I have definitely been keeping up with this one for work-related purposes. So actually, I'm probably gonna have to blur a lot of this just because confidentiality and all that. But I mean, on the days where I'm not working, I don't really write much. But whenever I'm in a meeting, I love to take notes. But no matter what, every single day, every single project or meeting or whatever that I do, I write in this to-do list. Because even if I've already done it, I go back and I write it again, just so at the end of the month or end of the week, when I'm evaluating like how much I've done or trying to figure out when I've done a project, especially when you're doing something like editing and recording, it's good to know when you've done something just for organizational purposes, but also for later down the line, every time you're looking at your personal progress and looking to get a promotion, you can show them, this is what I've done, this is how many things I've worked for. And also what's really cool is that the company I'm with right now, the position that I have with them is temporary. I'm hoping to get a full-time position with them in a little bit, we'll see. But I've already worked with so many different companies, so even just writing down the names of those companies to keep track of and the names of the projects, so I can have everything at hand if I needed to reference it in the future. But anyway, so that's how it's been going. Another note on this, like honestly, it depends. I have to see what it's like going back to the cousin again. But I'm loving the smaller pages because it's so much easier to fill up, and I really love full pages. However, the Hobonichi Techo does not have a weekly spread, which is like the favorite part of the Cousin for me, is the weekly spread. So I don't know what I'm gonna do next year. I'm gonna have to like reevaluate, maybe do a Techo and weeks, just look into my different options, because I love every single monthly, weekly, and day spread. So it would be difficult to lose that along with the Cousin. So I'll have to see. But going back to my Cousin, so I mean, it's a little bit embarrassing, but I have not filled out my habit tracker since May, which is like when I was starting the move and everything. I actually moved the 31st. Didn't track anything in June, which is a shame. Look how good I was doing in the first half of the year. But you know, I've learned to not go hard on myself for these types of things. So in this video, I mean, I'm going to fast forward through it because it's going to take a while. I'm going to figure out what habits I want to continue to track, what I'm going to change tracking, and update this. And then let's see, the monthly spread. See, it's still in May. My little tab is still in May. And I did write some stuff, but this is pretty much blank. So I have a lot of work to do to catch up here. And again, with the weekly, it's still stuck. The June is going to be completely blank. But here I had July. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll fill out like retrospectively, because this is when I'm filming, the 11th on Sunday, and hopefully have it up by tonight, because I really want to start getting on a consistent schedule again. So yeah, I'm gonna start with this weekly spread and then continue on. I'm just gonna do like a time lapse because it's gonna be so much. And then the day spreads, I actually did write a little bit. Well, here, this is actually from a while ago, but I know I used it somewhat recently. Well, here I was tracking like my dad's goals, actually, playing cards, we used it. And I did write a little bit of to-dos. And this is actually for when I was working on a documentary. So where even are we? We are here. So it's been quite the blank period, but that's gonna happen in life, especially when I've had such a big change. So I'm not like super heartbroken about it or anything. But I am really excited to get back into it. So one other really huge bummer that I want to talk about is the fact that I lost my pen case. So all of my mild liners, except for this one, which was stuck in like the side here, are gone. I had a bunch of mild liners. I had 5 brush ones, and this is the only one that's left. I had my Totoro pencil. I had a Tombow brush pen, and of course the pencil case itself. And I am like, I haven't lost anything in a really long time, because ever since I become semi-minimalist, I've been able to keep track of everything, and I have no idea where it went. I thought I left it at the office. It's not there. No one would have taken it or anything. No one's even really there. So I have no idea where it is. It's just gone. I've accepted it at this point, but I guess it's kind of time to start fresh. I did order some new brushes. I decided to go with the brushes because I barely use the highlighter anyway, because it also has like the point. So I've ordered, I think, a pack of 10 or 15, I can't remember, and then another brush pen. But I do have, and I bought more mechanical pencils, not as cute as the Totoro one, which I really loved, but I really just can't afford it right now to replace it, which I'm hoping, you know, soon, once I get like the full-time position, I'm done with the temporary position, hopefully I'll be able to afford more. And here, let me put my Techo aside. I still have my white, I've actually stopped using this a lot because this is to cover mistakes. It's like a paint, the Posca paint pen. It's to cover mistakes, and I don't really do that anymore because I'm such a messy person, and I've come to just accept that. But I do have these Tombow colored pencils that I'm gonna use, I think, for the habit tracker for now, until I do get these in the mail, which, I mean, it'll be like a little imperfect, but you know, that's life. And I do have like this entire box of things, which I don't know, it won't even be able to fit on the screen fully. But like I have a ton of stickers still. I even have one of my Sarasa clip pens, ton of stickers, washi tape, and then also I have brush pens in the little drawer here. So like, see, I have more of like the, what are these called? The Pigmom, like Micron pens. I don't know exactly what you call them, but I definitely use these a lot. Let's see what size is that. The 5 and the 3 I use a lot. And then I have more brush pens and pencils, so it's not the end of the world. I'll slowly replace it. But yeah, that's just a sad update that has to do with the Hobonichi. So, but anyway, so I'm gonna start mapping out what do I want to keep from last time. This is also something that survived the lost pen case because it was stuck in the side, my Sarasa Mark-On, which is good because this is the one that I use like super often. But anyway, so let's see what I want to carry on. So the last month that I did this was May. So since then, working out, I've kind of stopped that. Like I don't really work out that much. But I suppose, well, I want to start again. I can't afford a gym membership here. Like that's out of the question right now. But I do have like Ring Fit Adventure, I have Beat Saber, and I do tend to walk a lot. I mean, I have a dog and we're on the 5th flight. So, you know, I'll definitely count those days where I feel like I'm at least adequately working my body, moving more. It's much better than being like completely sedentary, which is what I was before. Let me move this a little bit more so I can. All right, next is production. So this is like working on personal projects. Of course, every single day I'm like editing or planning or something like that, but this is for me, like editing a documentary that I'm working on the YouTube channel, anything like that, I still want to keep track of. Next we have journaling. Definitely gonna write that in. And excuse my bad handwriting. I had too much coffee and I'm getting back into this. So that is definitely another one that we're writing in. Japanese. I'm actually preparing for the N4 with my student that I tutor. So it's kind of like difficult calling her a student. Basically, I follow the textbook that I learned and I tutor her based on that. And then also we're both studying for the N4 together. So it's kind of like a study group in a way. Okay, next is clean. That one's a big one. And that one is actually one that I've probably done like every single day. Like my apartment's been very, very clean. A lot. It's so much easier to keep a space clean when it's kind of your own. I mean, it's not our own. We're sharing it with 3 other people, but they're also really responsible and clean up after themselves. So I don't know, I actually really like cleaning. I enjoy it, and I think it's something that I've done like every single day. I may get rid of it next month if I find like if I do it every day, it's not a habit that I have to track necessarily. It's just become part of my life. So we'll see about that. Yoga/meditation. Okay, so let's look at these. Yoga/meditation, healthy eating, reading, job search, and then like date nights. I don't think I mean, I haven't been doing yoga, but I was just thinking about how it would be nice to do it again. I think I'm gonna throw it in there. Why not? Now that I've been settled in, I'm gonna challenge myself and like try to get all of these things done. Even if it's just like 10 minutes of yoga, it's still like moving your body somehow. Healthy eating, I'm gonna leave it off of there for now because honestly, I mean, I think gained a little bit of weight because I'm not counting calories, but we're too broke to afford like fast food or junk food even. So it hasn't really been that big of a problem. But if I were to start counting calories again, which I may, I don't even have a scale, so that's kind of nice as well. If I feel the need to, then I'll add it again, but I really don't feel the need right now. Reading. I will add, I have been doing really well actually. Oh, and I'm actually gonna update the list at the end. You can follow me on Goodreads if you want. But yeah, I've been reading, you know, a mix of fiction, a mix of nonfiction. And that's something that I have been keeping up with, actually, because it's easier when you have an audiobook function. But I've also been doing physical as well. Job search, I don't really need anything. And then date night, I think that would be good to keep track of, I guess, just to, I mean, even though, well, actually, I don't know, because we do have like dinner together every single night. So I don't think I really need to track that. So let me think. Workout, production, journal, Japanese. So let me think. We have working out, production, journal, Japanese, clean, yoga, read. I used to have like spending time with Mika, but that's not really necessary either. Mika's my Shiba Inu. Because I do walk with her like 2 or 3 times a day. So we really are spending a lot of time together. And then, you know, when we're home, I at least play with her for like at least 30 minutes every day. Even if it's just throwing the ball down the hallway and having her chase it, it's nice. Maybe. Okay, well, something that I've been trying to think about is budgeting. That's like kind of a goal that I have to, now that I have like, you know, bills to pay, keeping track of my spending and my income. So maybe just like budget so that I keep track of it every single day. If I'm spending something, then I'm writing it down. And sorry, that was the laundry machine going, but I'm not gonna cut it. It's okay. Okay, so I think that's good for now. I may add something. I mean, I am like starting halfway through the month anyway. I will update it with, I guess I'll go ahead and like kind of spend some time now. I guess I will spend some time now updating it with stuff that I can remember or like have kept track of somehow, like through my Apple Watch or whatever, or Samsung Watch. But most of it is gonna start today. But yeah, I guess I'll add the color now, which is gonna be through colored pencils. And I'm just gonna fast forward through this bit. Okay, there we are. I'll put these away for now. And I'm gonna do like the washi tape for everything afterwards because I think it's actually in the other room. So yeah, I kind of updated it just based on stuff that I could track, like reading on my Goodreads. I know I haven't done yoga. Cleaning, I mean, I've done every single day. Again, I might just get rid of this. But I guess it could just be a reminder, like at the end of the night, to be sure to have the kitchen entire cleaned, do a quick vacuum, all that. Yeah, definitely. I'm kind of excited to have working out and yoga on here actually, because I think it'll motivate me to actually start doing it again. Like I'm probably, after I record this video, I might start doing Ring Fit Adventure again. So now on to the monthly spread. So yeah, I haven't really done anything since May. So let's go ahead and move our little tab over to July. So what I used to do is, I'm sorry, I just washed my hands, so there's water on there, but that's okay. I used to color code everything using the Sarasa, I think it's called like Antique collection, where it was 5 pens, and I used to color code it based on like work, projects, personal stuff, etc. I don't have those pens anymore, as I said. I'm probably gonna order them again once I have like, you know, a little bit of extra income. But like, as you can see, I kind of like messed up here already. I said campy. I think I was on the wrong month or something. I was supposed to go camping then, so I'll actually use my, need to shake it up. Maybe let me get up. There we go, okay. Gently cover that up a little bit. And also, I'm gonna erase this dentist appointment because I don't live where that dentist is anymore. Although I will have to make another appointment. But let's see, basically, I may just do 2 different types of colors. I'll just do black for work, and then I believe I do have my red pen somewhere. So I'm just gonna start by filling out my work days. So work. Oh wait, and I think this one was actually running out, so use this one. Okay, so as you can see, every other Friday, I only work 9 to 1 because it's summer Fridays, and I actually messed up. This was actually a holiday because it like carried over from the 4th. But yeah, so that is the work. And then I also have, I'm actually, maybe instead of using just this, I might use these as kind of like extra things. So maybe I'll go ahead and do like green for paydays. Maybe orange for my tutoring, which is kind of like just extra work. I hope I don't smudge too much, but so when I've been tutoring, I'm gonna add personal stuff, so like you know, hanging out with friends or anything like that. I believe like all day things I kind of just write on the bottom. So when friends are coming to visit. So yeah, I don't really have too many reoccurring things other than obviously work and tutoring. So just having it all written out gives me a better idea of what I am doing when. Yeah, and then trying to figure out when to go home and visit my family as well, because they're in Connecticut, so it's like not that far, but also for my husband and I to both go, it's $70 round trip. So, you know, we really have to make it worth it. But anyway, I think that looks decent. I definitely love the look of like the pens more. So that's like going to be one of the first things that the next time I order from Jet Pens, I'm definitely going to be ordering those pens again. But just looking at this, like I'm a lot less busy. And yeah, and I'll probably start adding like when bills are due as well. I have to check. But I already paid that as well. So just keeping track of that. I don't have any other like ongoing expenses. I don't keep track of when my credit card bill is due because I pay it off like instantly. So I just pay it off like a ton of the time and during the month. The only other thing is rent. And I kind of forget when that happens. So the next time it happens, I'm gonna write it in here. But you know, don't worry about me. I'm set. I have it figured out. Just need to figure out the exact timing. But yeah, I think that looks pretty decent. Like I said, I'm gonna go through and like decorate everything at the end. But anyway, So that is our monthly spread, just the logistics of it. Okay, now is the weekly spread. And actually, my little guy here is bent, so I may replace this later, but we are way further here. Here we are. It looks so naked. So, even though, you know, this week is already done, I am going to fill this out with the past that I have done. I'm gonna take these out so it's not, I'm gonna take these out so it's not like covering it too much. And yeah, just get started marking my work and everything. Okay, that is an absolute mess, but this is my work. And then I suppose I'll just continue with this, although like I said, I'm gonna buy the replacements of those pens later on. So yeah, that's, I mean, it's pretty blank right now, which honestly I'm not too upset about because I am not loving these primary colors that much, but it's what we'll stick with at least for this month. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue filling out the rest here. I may actually just use the black primary color marker just for a little bit of continuity, I guess, for the rest of the month. And as you can see here, I've been making lots of mistakes. I forgot I only have 9 to 1 then. Let me double check that. Yeah, I only work 9 to 1 and I made another one on Saturday. So we're gonna have to get creative with cleaning those up. But then I believe, okay, I have the goat zoom at 6:30. Okay, so I don't know how long ago my camera died, but I did just fill this out. It is messy, like I'm really missing those pens. The markers kind of got all over the place, but I mean, like I said, that's who I am, messy, so. That's just how it'll have to be. I'll be adding all the stickers and all the washi tape at the very end. Before I do that though, so we did the habits, we did the monthly, we did the weekly. Now I want to move on to the daily. So this is still on the 5th, and my little guy, like, he's still sticky, so I'm gonna keep him. But let's see. We are not here, we are here. So I just will put this here, and there we go. And I like to put that one on the daily and then one on the weekly, because those are the ones that I tend to use the most, like at hand. No, that's not right though. Okay, there we go. So here is my daily page. As you can see, completely blank, but I'm just gonna go ahead and make a to-do list for the day. This is kind of similar to how I do my work one, where I'll have like everything that I need to do listed up here, and then I just kind of use this for whatever, like sketching out. I think my next video might be on budgeting, unless anyone else has comments and they really want something else, like an apartment tour, I don't know, general thoughts of moving, but I imagine budgeting is like the most useful and also the most related to the Hobonichi. But anyway, let me make my little to-do list. So one is to make the video. YouTube, July. So that's a lot to do in one day, but that's kind of how I pushed it. I was gonna film it yesterday, but things happened and that did not happen. So I also want to organize my closet, because that is something that has been neglected. I'm about all set up with my desk and the living space and the kitchen. The closet is really where I have to get down to it. And then also Japanese flashcards. I do have to catch up on making these flashcards, and then also I do want to do a ring fit workout. And it is 3:45, so that's a lot to do. I may not get to all of them, but I'd like to aim for it, so we're gonna try that. And really during the week, I'm probably gonna leave my to-dos pretty blank, because I mean, when I get home, I'm like really tired, but I'm gonna see if at least tomorrow I can do maybe a little bit of yoga before I go to work. And also I have to make a job decision, which I can talk about later. I spelled decision wrong, but you know, that's okay. Yeah, so I think, I mean, that's like the general to-do thing that I do. It's really super simple. You do have, honestly, a really good thing to do is make a highlight. Like if you really want to get something done, make a highlight. Like the one thing that has to get done that day, mark it, because otherwise sometimes it just gets pushed under the rug. But yeah, usually what I do for these videos is at the beginning of the month, I'll kind of like write out my goals and do a little bit of decorating. So let me get all right, I'm gonna grab some of my Shiba stickers, just because Shibas make me happy. In Stardew Valley, when it says your favorite thing, I always put Shiba Inus. I don't know, man, Shibas motivate me. I love them. Obviously, I have one. One day I'll have like 5, I bet, but I'm also gonna take some stickers from this. I bought this like 2 years ago and I haven't even used it all. I think I've said this before, I'm very liberal with my sticker usage, or no, conservative with my sticker usage, which doesn't make any sense because like I buy it to use it and then I'm like afraid to use it. So I might add this goals sticker here. Some like overall goals going into September. I like the idea of that. Cause kind of it's just like starting fresh. I'm gonna add this as well. I think to the bottom. Oh, I just realized something else that I've lost along with that is my cute little scissors, which were super, super, super useful. For now I'm gonna have to do without them. I'm probably gonna, that's gonna be another thing that I'm gonna order like right away. So I kind of like this, just do your thing, have Shibas. Maybe get rid of that one. Yeah, just getting down to business. And I might actually put these star stickers as well with each of my goals. So I'm just gonna go ahead. It's kind of like a pink theme anyway, so I'm gonna use the only pink, my only mild liner, I say mid liner. The only mild liner I have left to actually write out my goals. So let me think about it. I suppose start making again. Which I'm starting by doing this, making this YouTube video once again. The next goal that I have is to get completely settled in. So settle in completely. And I've almost done that, I think, but I'm just not quite there. Like I, organize my room a little bit and do stuff like that. And then I think just making note of habits again. So I have been neglecting a lot of my habits, like journaling, working out, stuff like that. I haven't been neglecting stuff like reading and stuff. But I definitely want to be sure that I am journaling, keeping up with my mental and physical health. That's usually what gets neglected first, unfortunately. And I am not the only one. I think that's why a lot of people are struggling. Like that's the root of a lot of struggle. And then making note of habits, so like that includes Japanese and everything, but just finding maybe contentment, which goes in with settling in, but contentment in my schedule. So being sure that I have a balance of studying Japanese, taking care of mental physical health, work, and all that, because this is like the first time I don't have school, I don't have 3 part-time jobs, so I do have time to actually dedicate myself fully to my work and then to myself. At the same time, I also have hobbies that include studying, but yeah, and this is not the prettiest thing, but I might just write so just beginning again with my Hobonichi, because I really do love it, and it kind of is like my root, like it grounds me, and it reminds me of what I'm doing on the day-to-day. So I just want to begin journaling again, and I want to begin being active, being excited about every single day, because that's really like what the Hobonichi is about. Maybe these actually I don't think will fit, but let me actually take a look. I think those stars will, if I can find them. Okay, I don't think it's the prettiest or like most creative, but I do think it works, especially since I'm just getting right back into it. And finally, I do want to just write my overall goals for each month. I mean, these may change, but I don't know, just mapping out longer term goals. So for July, actually I'll go ahead with the 5. I want to settle, and make system again. I have to really figure out a new system for myself now that my life has changed. In August, I think I really just want to get on the grind. Of just creating again. And then September, I really just want to like keep things going, but I think in September I want to reflect on how this new system is going, renew. So like if something isn't really working, refresh it, renew it, restart, or get rid of it. Sometimes that has to happen too. And also just like, I don't know, have enjoyment in life. Definitely a better way of wording it, but so September is when I'll probably be starting the full-time position, so I'll have a little bit more money, and at that point I should be like into my system, so I can really start to focus on finding things that I enjoy, especially things in New York City that I can really take advantage of and be excited about. So that is my goal page. I'm gonna go back and kind of just decorate the weekly spreads with the washi tape. So I'll do that first. Okay, so that is what I normally do with my weeks. I don't go too extravagant. I probably will, when I do start doing my budget, write that on this side, because I haven't really found a good use for it that works for me. Like I know some people like to write weekly goals and everything, but usually I'll just do that in the day section. So I'm probably gonna have my budgeting stuff here mostly, which I will update in a next video, but let's continue on to the months. All right, and there is my month. Not super extravagant, like I said before. Usually I just put like a little bit of washi tape on it. And I'm not really like loving the look of it, but it's like blue orangish, which goes with this kind of washi tape. So it just adds a little bit more color. And then finally for the habit tracker, which I'm gonna have to actually use this. I just put like a tiny bit of washi tape underneath. There. And then on the side here. So really, that's it. That is my plan with me for July. Just catching up and writing out my goals, writing out my somewhat barren schedule, but I'm still settling in, so I'm totally okay with that. yeah, and just getting ready to fill these very blank pages, which I am so excited to do. So I will be uploading another plan with me for August. Geez, it's already almost August. So I'll be updating with how my kind of restart went, and hopefully coming out with another video, maybe budgeting, maybe some other thing that I find, I don't know, maybe when I restart doing the Hobonichi, I might find some things that are helpful when restarting, when getting back into it, when getting back into anything really, because I need to get back into working out as well. I'm probably going to be reviewing my old videos and, you know, practicing what I preach now. Now that I don't really have an excuse, I've been here for a little while now. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more, comment. Thank you, by the way, if you watched to this point, and if you're subscribed. I have just about 300 subscribers, which is awesome because I haven't posted since I had maybe like 250. So I've been getting some traction just passively. So I'm really excited to like build this up. I think the more subscribers I have, the more motivated I will be to keep it up pretty consistently. Not that I'm not, you know, I already kind of am now that I'm settled in, but it's just really exciting to see that I'm either helping people relax, helping them understand what to do with their journal more, things along those lines. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.